In 2014, Tom Cotton ran for Senate in
Right.
Arkansas, and his competitor was Mark Pryor, the Democrat. And Tom Cotton unseated him soundly. And I kind of think we had something to do with it because I am a biker, and we got our heads together and decided that somebody needed to do something, and if not us, who? So we went to the state capitol and held a ride on the capitol. But so we made noise with our machines and not our mouths. But we also made noise because I was also state coordinator of 2 Million Bikers to DC in Arkansas. And at that time, Facebook was tolerant, or at least
Right.
they hadn't ramped up their censoring.
Right.
So we had a pretty good group, about 450 in the group. And I penned a letter, and we prefaced it as a petition of grievance, and rented space on the Capitol steps. You could schedule time, and they'd provide you a microphone, and we set up this as the culmination of our ride. And we sent letters to all of the local elected officials. And then I went down and previewed it, and the news got wind of it, and so we made a uh, made a little noise, and we got the attention of people, and I started getting answers to the question.
What was the question?
Question: what are our local elected officials doing to protect our children and grandchildren for the complete failure of the federal government to secure our borders and protect them, us, from this growing threat? And we had an open mic, and we invited the politicians to come. And since we had made the news about this little entourage that was going to be rolling into
Right.
town, you know, then it became advantageous to some to reply. And we got replies from Asa Hutchinson, from Bozeman, from Tom Cotton. And finally, at the 11th hour, Mark Pryor realized that he was going to get blindsided by this, and he sent a statement. Of course, I published these statements on our Facebook group, and
Right.
they're still there, and you can find them if you search. Facebook hasn't taken them down. So we felt like we were responsible for helping Cotton because he gave us a very good answer, and as well as Bozeman and Asa Hutchinson. So, all right, Cotton won in basically a landslide. There was no contest. So we had Senator Tom Cotton, and we're quite happy. But that happiness has waned.
Yeah. And what was it that gave you a clue as to maybe where Tom Cotton's head is today?
Okay, during the debate that was aired locally in Arkansas, the Senatorial debate, between Mark Pryor and Tom Cotton. There were some statements made by Mark Pryor about those who were supporting Cotton, meaning the military industrial complex. And Cotton really didn't answer his question well. And Pryor jumped on that and said, what you're witnessing here is a business deal.
Oh my gosh. Hello? Follow the money.
So, we being hopeful that finally conservatives are going to get a handle on some of this crap that we see going on,
Yeah.
we kind of looked past that. But I think Pryor was onto something. Of course, his political stance was your typical liberal stance, and I doubt we'd have gotten anywhere with him.
Right.
He would have rubber stamped everything.
It was not a better choice.
He wasn't a better choice.
But it does kind of explain where Tom Cotton is getting his motivations.
And I'm afraid that may be true.